all of it, right? Okay. Now, okay, so the next, there are only three questions, right? Which are so. Let us do this 18th one. And what is it saying? So a shopkeeper prepares 396 gulab jamuns and 342 rasgullas. So he has prepared these number of gulab jamuns and rasgullas, and he packs them in 4 containers. I don't know why this information was given, but this is not needed. And each container consists of either gulab jamun or rasgulla, but have equal number of pieces, right? So we have to find the number of pieces we should put in each box so that the number of boxes are least, right? So we have to find that equal number of, let's say, we can put two, we can put four rasgullas, we can put four gulab jamuns, we can put six rasgulla, we can put six gulab jamun in a container, right? But we have to find that scenario in which the boxes. So if I put four rasgullas, right? Then how many rasgullas boxes would be there? So 342 divided by 4. So this would be a huge number. Right, and similarly, if I put four gulab jamun, so I will have to make these number of boxes, right? So I want to have the box number of boxes at least, right? So in that sense, I have to find what would be. So what should we find in this case? Yes, guys. LCM or HCF?
LCM.
LCM. So you see that if I take the LCM of 396 and 342, so that would be something like, I don't know, 1000 or maybe greater than this, right? But I have to arrange this rasgullas and these gulab jamuns in a box so that my arrangement is minimum. So this is the question. Clear?
So we have to find HCF.
HCF, right? So we have to find the HCF. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please find the HCF of these two quantities, right? Please find out that. If we have some water. Find it. Okay, one. Yeah, so what did you guys find out? And please, so this is a doubt session slash revision slash whatever. So you guys can ask me question if you guys have any doubt in these questions.
Here the HCF is 18.
80. Good. So Shaima has found HCF, which is 18, and Okay, what about rest of you guys? Yes, Sharma, your exams are happening right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so what is the next exam that you have?
Science.
Science.
Yes, sir.
And when is that?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So all the best, and yeah, so prepare the derivations, do the numericals for the physics part, chemistry part. You have to remember those chemical equations, balancing those chemical equations. What was the chapter? Chemistry, you have these acid, base, and salts, and carbon compounds, right?
Yes, sir.
And in physics, you have the light and sound guidance.
Electricity.
Electricity. And yeah, so prepare well and all the best.
Sir, I also got 18.
Okay, so you also got 18. Talha, Hashid, Amar, Shway, what about you guys? So this information was not needed. Yes, 18. Good. So what has happened to your voice, Talha?
What's up?
Oh,
Oh no,
yeah.
it's maturing.
Yeah, yeah, your voice is appearing to be very what? So I don't know how should I
Heavy.
say? Heavy, yes, heavy, yes. Very correct word, heavy. So you are, yes.
Puberty, I guess.
Oh yeah, so you're crossing that puberty. Okay. So
So
now,
our child is growing.
yes, Harshit and Shay, what is the answer that you guys got? Good, good. Good. So simultaneously, you guys wrote. So we have to prepare, right? A box in which there would be 18 rasagullas and 18 gulab jamuns, right? Right. So if I calculate how many number of boxes would be there, so this is 18, right? And then this total number of gulab jamun, and so if I can calculate, this is 396 by 18. So that would be the number of boxes of this was what? Gulab jamun. So this would be the number of boxes of gulab jamun. If I do 340 by 18, so this much would be the number of rasagullas, right? So they have not said to calculate those number of boxes, but yeah, this is the answer, right? 18 rasagullas and gulab jamun. Good. So now let us do this. Next question. So find the largest possible positive integer that divides 125, 162, and 259, right? Leaving remainder 5, 6, 7 respectively, right? So we have to find out the largest possible number, which is uh, which is dividing. So which is dividing this 125, 162, and 259, right? And leaving remainder 5, 6, 7. So what should I do? If these are the remainders, and if so this one is the first number, then this one is the second number, and this one is the third, right? And they have these remainders, right? So remainders is 5, 6, 7. So what should be the idea that okay, so if these are the remainders, so what should we do with these remainders?
Subtract them.
Subtract them, right? So absolutely right. So if I remove these remainders, right, then these numbers would be completely divided by whatever number we are dividing, right? Because these are the remainders that we are getting. So if I subtract these remainders, then this number would be completely divided, and what is that? So 156. So this number is completely divided, and this is so all these numbers are now completely divisible, and we have to find a number which divides all these three numbers, right? So the number would be smaller or bigger. Yes,
Big.
bigger. So let's say if I take 125, right? That will not divide this 120. I have to find a number which divides this 120, which divides this 156, which divides this 250, right? So that number would be a smaller number, right? Let's say 6, or let's say 3. So 6, 5, 11, and 12. Yeah. So 3 is divisible, this one, and yeah. So 3 divides all these three numbers, right? But we have to find out the highest number which divides these three, right? So we have to find out largest possible integer which divides all these three. So what should we calculate in this case?
Sir, HCF.
Right? Because we are calculating the small number, right? Number smaller than these three numbers. Who got disconnected?
So what if we calculate with LCM?
So LCM, if you calculate LCM, then these three numbers will divide that number, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So if you calculate this LCM, then that is the largest number which is divisible by these three, right? But we are not calculating that, right? Oh, no, not the largest number, the
Lowest.
lowest number which is divisible by these three, right? Largest could be any, but lowest. But we are calculating that number which divides these three numbers, right? Okay,
Yes.
so as Aisha said, and is this part clear, everyone? Who got disconnected? Amar got disconnected, right? Okay, so yeah, is this clear that we have to calculate the HCF, and why did we subtracted these numbers? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please calculate the HCF and tell me what you guys, what are you guys getting, right?
Sir, I'm getting HCF as
Sir,
12.
it's 12.
12. Okay, so Shaima got 12, and Aisha, what you also got 12.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, and then there is one. So now this question is Shaima's favorite, because every time Shaima is saying this. Yes. So remember, whenever we are calculating a smaller number, right? Then we calculate HCF. Whenever we are calculating the larger number, then we calculate this. In this way we can also think that. Okay. Yeah. So am I. Yes, hello Amar. You got disconnected. So did you understand that why should we calculate the HCF of these three numbers? Right? Because you see that we are dividing these three numbers by a number. So if we are dividing on these three numbers, which means that the number is smaller than these three numbers, right? Hashif got Hashif got 12, and Shrev also got 12.
Yes, I also got same.
Same, you also got same.
Yes, same. Yes.
So your answer is same.
So,
So we can do this that in exam.
Same.
Okay, Talha is also getting a same,
yes.
and Amar also. Yeah, Amar, how's your laptop again? So please fix your laptop, right? Okay, so everybody got the same answer. Good. So all of you guys up until now have calculated the correct answers. Good. So we are going to write that. Okay, so the next question, preparing for all of in order to complete one card, they take respectively, right? So if all of them start together, after what time will they start preparing a new card together? Which values do these children reflect, right? So Amita, Suneha, and Raghav start preparing cards for all the persons of an old age. In order to complete one card, they take 10, 16, and 20 minutes respectively. So if all of them start together, after what time they start preparing a new card together, right? So, okay, so they are taking 10, 16, 20 minutes for one card. But now they are preparing the same. So now they have started together, right? After what time they will start preparing a new card together? Oh, yeah. So they are preparing right, and then they are preparing the other card. So now they will. So at the start they started preparing a new card. They started preparing a card. But now let's say that after 10 minutes, this one completes one card, and after 10 minutes he starts, or Amita. So she starts preparing a new card, right? But at the same time, this one, Suneha, is still making that card, right? This one has started the second one. This one is still starting, and this one, so this one is also still making the first card, right? Now, when he reaches, so then this 10 one, so let's say in the 20 seconds. In 20 seconds, now he will prepare the third card. But in 20 seconds, this will start to prepare the second card, right? And in 20 seconds, he will start to make the first card, second card, right? So all these are working in differently, right? So we have to find a time at which they again start preparing the new card, right? So what should we calculate in this case?
Sir, LCM.
LCM, right? So yes, guys.
So the LCM is 80.
Oh, you already
Yes, sir.
calculated.
Even I got 80.
Okay.
Yes, sir, even I got 80.
Rizwan, you were also calculating.
No, sir, I was
Oh, so you went with the flow, right?
yes, yes.
Hmm. Badmash. Okay. Yeah. So Aisha got
I calculate.
okay. So Aisha got 80, right? Shaima got 80. So at 80 minutes, whenever they reach 80 minutes, so then this one will start making a new card. But that would be, let's say, 50th or 60th one. We don't. So that would be the ninth card for him, right? That would be ninth card for him, and for this one, this would be sixth card, and for this one, this would be fifth card, right? But at the same time, they will start making the card. Okay, so just all of you guys calculate, then this chapter would be over, then real number would be over, right? So in the last, I will ask that if you guys have any doubt in the first chapter. When will be your exam? In February or March, right? Right, guys, and all the chapters would be there. Oh, mashallah. So E 70, 90, and how much is that? Then 20, right? That's 90 point something, right? Aisha.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is very good, right? Okay, so we have to always right. So go for what? What should I? That what is not right? Yeah. So the goal we have to always set the goal higher, right? That is tremendously. That is very good. But let's set the goal much higher, right, Ash?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you had what were the chapters that you had?
So real numbers, polynomials, trigonometry, quadratic equations, arithmetic progression, statistics, um,
And and circus or statistics.
so circles I didn't have.
Oh, circus you have. Good. That is quite good.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, 80.
80. So now you are.
Mm,
Oh, so Tala is same, right? Now Tala is okay. Ashish, Amar, and Shrey. What are you guys? Only Shaima's exams are happening, right? So the results have been announced. Good, and yeah. So Amar also got this kind. Talha got disconnected. Yeah, so did you get any position, Aisha?
So like you're asking the number?
Yeah, so position in the class, right?
So in my class, one, but as in the grade, second.
Good. Congratulations, right? Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so always be ahead of your counterparts or competitors, right? So competitive mindset.
Yes, sir. So I lost my marks because of silly mistakes.
Yeah. So that is what we are working, right? Yeah. So that is what we have to up until the next exam. So that is what. So same case for Shaimar, Rizwan, Ashid, all of these guys. So you guys will have to work upon the small mistakes, right? Calculation. Good. Yes, Shoaib, what did you get? Oh, good. So everyone got. So now this chapter is completed, right? So now let us go to the next chapter. I have skipped that proving part, right? Irrational numbers. The next chapter is polynomials. We can start. How many trials did I do? So you guys, do you guys remember that this was the whenever the trial happened? So this was the first thing that I taught to everyone. So that is why we have so many. The last trial I take was of my. And it may get boring, guys, because we are repeating those parts, but repeat. So repetition makes the thing perfect, right? Okay, so revision. Oh, why am I writing this? Yeah, I got a very good news, and that is very nice. Okay, so yeah, the exams are over and the results have been announcing. So you guys now can chill for some time, relax, right, enjoy, ask for the treats from your companions and Aisha from your parents. If I would have been there, so I would have given you guys some treat, but yeah. Okay. But take those treats, right? Because you guys deserve that. So now chapter is politics, right? Okay, so the first thing that we learned about polynomials, right? So there were two definitions. One was based on the number of terms, right? And the other was based on the power, on the variable, right? So we we saw that on the basis of number of terms, so polynomial can be divided into monomials, right? Where we have single term, and then we have this binomial. So we have two terms and trinomials, three terms, and tetranomial and whatever, so on. And on the basis of power on the variable, this was divided in first, we understood about what is degree of polynomial. Right. Well, first we understood about degree of polynomial, and in that the degree of polynomial was defined as the highest power on the variable. And I always ask this question to all of you guys. So so highest power on the right. So then I ask this question to everyone. So let me see you guys remember or not. So we have this polynomial. So is this a polynomial, guys? Is this a polynomial, and what is the degree of this polynomial? If it is a polynomial. Yes, everyone.
5.
Degree is 5. That is why revision is necessary, right? So Shaima said 5. And
So can I change my answer?
yes, of course, of course. Why not? So yes.
So 8.
Okay. So this class is for thinking, right? We can always change the answer if we see that, yeah, we have made a mistake, or yeah, we did. Yeah, so always we can change. Yeah. Yes, everyone. So Rizwan, Talha, Hashid, and Amar, Shuaib, and Aisha. What about you guys? What is the degree? If so, first you guys have to tell me that Shaima is telling me the degree, which means that she is saying that this is a polynomial. So yeah, so guys tell me that whether this is a polynomial, and if it is a polynomial, then what is the degree of this polynomial? Yes, guys. Forgotten, guys. Okay, so yes, guys. Guys don't remember. So Harshit got means that Harshit is also saying that this is a polynomial, right? So let me revise that part. That there are two criteria that must be fulfilled to say about the polynomial, right? So two criterions were that first was that polynomial cannot have can't have negative powers, right? And the second one was that so criterion or criteria of poly. And the second one was that polynomial cannot have uh, fractional powers. So these were the properties of the polynomial, right? But so I also told you guys that whenever we check the polynomial, so the first thing that we should do is in every equation, whether we are checking any equation, so in every equation, first this should come in our mind. First is that we have to do simplification, right? In every equation, whether it is linear, quadratic, cubic, any kind of equation. So first thing would be this simplification. Without simplification, if the equation can be simplified, without simplification, we cannot tell what kind of polynomial, right? So for in the first glance, it is looking like a negative power. So this is looking like x to the power minus 2, right? This term. So then we can say that this is not a polynomial. But we have not simplified this, right? So when we simplify this, this is x cubed plus 1 by x square, and then this is xy. So when we simplify this, this becomes x cubed and x5, and then this becomes x5 divided by x square. So this is x8 plus x cubed.
So I got answer.
Oh,
Haha.
okay.
Oh,
So early, sir. So early.
oopsies.
Yeah, who got disconnected? So whose network is fluctuating? This time Amar got disconnected. So Amar and Talha, you guys are in competition, right? Sometimes Talha is getting disconnected and then Amar. Yeah, so now we can see that highest power is 8, so the degree would be 8, right? So this was the point that I wanted to talk about, right? So first thing is number of terms. So on the basis of terms, these are the polynomial, and there are two criteria that a polynomial must fulfill, right? So it cannot contain negative power. So if I write something like this, something like 1 by x cube plus x square plus 2. So then this would not be a polynomial, right? Because it is x minus 3 plus x square plus 2. So this is not a polynomial, right? Because it is containing a negative power on the base. Okay, these power are always I am writing whenever I am talking about power. So I am writing on the variable, right? On constant numbers, power can be anything. So if I write this, let's see if I write a polynomial which is x square plus 1 by 3 cube and x is cube plus if I write 1 by let's say 2 cube. So this is of course a polynomial, right? Because the negative powers are on this number constant, not on the variable. So the powers we always count on the variable, not on the numbers, right? Okay, so if I write a polynomial like this, so a minus cube x square plus b minus 2 uh, x plus root c, right? So then this is containing a fractional power, and a and b and c, these are some constant numbers, right? So then this is a polynomial. right? Because on the power, on the variable, there is this integer power, right? Not integer, but positive integer, right? So then this is a polynomial. Okay, so this was the criteria that it should fulfill. And similarly, you can't have a polynomial which is so root of x plus 4. So this is again not a polynomial. Why? Because the power on x is half, right? Because root is x to the power half, right? Is this clear, everyone? Yes, guys, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we were talking about on the basis of degree of the polynomial, right? So on the basis of degree of the polynomial, we have first one is linear polynomial whose degree is, so degree is 1. And then we have this quadratic polynomial, all of you guys favorite. So it has a degree which is and the third one is this cubic polynomial, right? So degree is, and then we have these different kinds of polynomials. So higher order or higher degree polynomial. So this was about the degree of the polynomial, right? So what did we do? We understood about two definitions of polynomial, one on the basis of number of terms and other on the basis of degree of the polynomial, right? And we also saw that what is the criteria of the polynomial, right? And after that, we talked about what are the kinds of polynomial on the basis of degree of the polynomial. And then we did found out that what is the relation between degree and okay, yeah. So before that, I have to talk about zeros of the polynomial. So as the name suggests, that we have a polynomial. Let's say this is x or 4x plus 8. This is a polynomial and this is a linear polynomial, right? Because degree is 1. So this is a linear polynomial. And if I talk about the zeros of the polynomial, which means that if I take some value of x, let's say alpha, then at alpha, this would become 0, right? So which means that what would be the value of x? So to calculate the value of x, we put it equal to 0. So px becomes 0 at that value. So 4x plus 8 is 0. So x is minus 8 by 4, so minus 2. So if I put x equals to minus 2 in this equation, so I have this px, and if I put x equal to minus 2, and if I try to find out the value of px at minus 2, so this would always give me 0. So that is the meaning of these zeros of the polynomial. So the values of x at which px becomes 0, the polynomial becomes 0 at these values. So those values would be called the zeros of the polynomial, right? So this was about the zeros of the polynomial, and the second chapter we have an extensive use of these. right? So, but before that, we have a relation between, relation between the degree and zeros of the polynomial. Right? So we have degrees of the polynomial and we have zeros of the polynomial. So the number or the maximum number of zeros, maximum number of zeros that a polynomial can have or is equal degree of the polynomial. Right. So you have, let's say you have a quadratic polynomial, right? So the maximum number of zeros would be how many? Oh, you have another class, Hashik. Okay, okay, yeah. So, okay, yes, yes, Hashik. Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz. Yeah. So, also you are also saying Allah Hafiz to Hashik. So Hashik was leaving, right? Jata, not.
Say that class it did.
Yeah, yeah. So no, not this class, Kana, but Hashid has to join some another class. That's why he told me to. Okay, yeah. So let's say we have, for example, we have a quadratic polynomial. So for quadratic polynomial, degree is 2, right? So number of zeros, this would be also 2, right? Maximum number of zeros would be 2, right? And yeah, there could be 1 0, right? There could be 2 0 and there could be no zeros. But the maximum number of zeros would be 2. So this was the question that came in your first revision test, right? You guys remember this question? Okay, so let me show you guys that question. Do I have that question? Yes, but yeah, so the time is too long. But let me show you guys the question. This was this first question, right? This was the question. I will talk about the graph and the other thing in the next class. But which of the following is not the graph of a quadratic polynomial, right? So when I talk about the graphical representation of the zero, then this question would be. But we know that we have a quadratic polynomial. So what would be the maximum number of zeros?
Also,
Right? So there would always be maximum number would be 2, right? So I will stop at here, right? And in the next class, we'll start. I will start the relationship between zeros and the coefficients and the graphical solution. And if you guys have some problem in solving the quadratic equation with the middle term splitting, so that we also do, and then we'll do all those questions, right? Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So bye everyone, and yes, congratulations again, Aisha. So ask for the treats from everyone, right? From the parents, from the friends, and all. Because you worked hard, so you deserve that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, bye everyone. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Okay. Yes. Hello, Abir. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes,
Long
sir.
time no see. Oh, today was your maths exam. So how did it go? Should I may
So
I
it
ask
got
that?
it got postponed. It was supposed to be today, but it got postponed since
Oh,
my school there's inspection going on. There were other exams previously, which is why I could not attend the classes. But today's got